you can master it.
Correct.
But you got to make sure you got the right pieces to the puzzle.
You got the right pieces to the puzzle.
What I say every day is crazy that a person without nothing can always tell you how to get something. You know, just like I said, yo, a virgin can tell you how to have, it's always somebody that's not in a certain place that can give you advice on how to get there. And I disagree with those, like I said, those are liabilities. What we just talked about a little while ago. A guy, it's like somebody telling Alex how to hit a baseball, but they never played baseball or been on a baseball field.
He called me early. He's like, yo, when you spar, I'm gonna come to the gym. I'm like, I'm gonna spar at 4 o'clock. I really didn't think he was gonna pull up, but he pulled up. It means everything, his advice and listening to him in the ring. He calling out little shit. I'm trying to make sure I do what he says. So a hell of a blessing to have Bud, Floyd, all these guys backing me, and I appreciate them. I'm just trying to keep pushing it.
Floyd Mayweather has revealed unexpected behind-the-scenes insights into Shakur Stevenson's sparring sessions with Teofimo Lopez, igniting renewed discussion and debate among boxing fans worldwide.
Right, don't know nothing about boxing. So it's even like the commentators that watch our sports tell you how to, how to tackle, how to catch footballs. And if you correct them and tell them, you know what, you don't know what you're talking about, they get upset. And that's when you hear so many, you hear so many bad stories, because people always want you to tell them what they want to hear. They don't want the truth.
According to several insiders, Mayweather Jr. reportedly visited Shakur Stevenson's training camp and offered valuable boxing insight, working closely with him to refine his punching technique, improve his precision, and sharpen his timing as he prepared for the upcoming Teofimo fight.
Your stance must be right as far as your pivot. You start off with your pivot, get on your pivot, and it's light. The jab goes like this. This is exactly how the jab goes. Jab. This is called a 1-2. Boom, boom. You bring the hook with it. You can go to the body. Jab. This double jab. Triple jab. Short hook. Wide hook. Short hook. Wide hook. You go to the body. Slide over here. Slide over here. You drop under shots like this. You go here. Here. Here.
Stevenson has made it clear that he genuinely enjoys sparring days, openly calling them his favorite part of the entire training process. Alongside intense sparring sessions, Stevenson's camp is strongly emphasizing detailed footwork drills, sharp defensive reactions, and precise distance control, often spending countless rounds focused on sharpening timing and ring awareness rather than simply chasing knockouts.
It's gonna make a difference because of the fact that I've been doing it all week. The 6 in the morning, the day before, I've been going super hard for the weight. I'm a real fighter at the end of the day, so I wasn't trying to make a stand for a fighter. I was just...
He got picked on the world team. Every 2.5 years, he's gained weight. He moved up in weight. So, like, the weight gain and him growing now is part of his natural growth process been going on. And so, I think he's more adjusted and he feels much.
For Shakur, training is focused on eliminating chaos from every fight and consistently forcing opponents to operate strictly on his pace, rhythm, and carefully controlled terms. Multiple insider reports reveal that Shakur Stevenson has joined forces with Terrence But Crawford to prepare for the Teofimo Lopez fight, fully immersing himself in every lesson and strategy shared during their training sessions.
A hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ.
I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. And that's how I feel about myself.
You seen me around a lot. I don't know. Don't act like you ain't seen me around them days. He said
Bud, come on. Terrence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen.
Straight, boom, straight shot. Like right here, boom, there you go. But you gotta make sure you step. Bam. That's when the motherfucker trying to run out. When the motherfucker trying to run, there you go.
Even if I don't feel the same way that he feeling at the moment, it don't matter. I still want to hear him out and try to understand what he's saying.
If you hear, what do you think he can throw in the hook? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Then throw it straight left to the body.
At the end of the day, you don't want to feel like a know-it-all. And the people that know it all are the people that don't go very far. You gotta always be a student. You gotta always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. The sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has, and given the opportunity, I think he can pose.
Meanwhile, Stevenson follows a strict diet to support his intense training as he moves up to 140 pounds, carefully managing weight gain while maintaining his speed, power, and endurance for the Teofimo fight. In contrast, Teofimo Lopez's preparation focuses on high-intensity energy, with training camps known for explosive workouts that reflect his fast, powerful, and unpredictable fighting style.
Bringing in some good positive affirmation and thoughts. I try to do all this, as much as possible. I think it's also good for us, not just as fighters, but as human beings. It's good for us, It kind of let us be aware, of the actual things you could write down and actually create and manifest. I wrote down I was going to be a world champion one day. Boom. Did it. I wrote that I was going to be one of the best fighters to live up this time, and boom, we're doing it.
What's it like hanging with this guy? He seems pretty awesome.
It's incredible, man. He's definitely a special human being, in everything he does, in the boxing gym. He's a people's champion, He's constantly giving back to others. You see the human side of him.
Teo is entering this fight with renewed confidence and a sharpened sense of purpose, viewing it as a defining moment in his career. He feels mentally sharp, physically powerful, and completely in sync with his training and preparation. Rather than being burdened by expectations, Teo embraces the spotlight, believing this is precisely the stage he was built for. His mindset shows maturity and hunger, shaped by past experiences that have strengthened his resolve. Lopez approaches this bout not as pressure, but as a chance to display his full arsenal: speed, strength, ring IQ, and competitive fire, reminding everyone why he remains one of boxing's most dangerous and gifted fighters, limitless.
I succeed to another level with it, and I exceed to it. So it's really just trying to just keep it going, keep moving forward throughout the whole time and throughout the whole process, and mainly just have fun with it. You gotta have fun with what you do. I love this. I haven't stopped doing what I've done because of the fact that I enjoy what I do. This has been 20 years in the making, 20 years in this, and I have so much to do and so much to prove within myself. So mentally, I'm prepared. Physically, I'm more than ready, and emotionally, I'm on fire, I'm on fire with it, because all I ever did was try to be great, and it's no longer trying. I am great, and it's all about just continuing and holding that. So it's all about just staying humble throughout the process, keeping my...
Lopez has been refining his skills under the careful guidance of Freddie Roach, whose experience and strategic insight have added a new dimension to his training. In the gym, Teofimo focuses on high-intensity rounds that mimic fight night pressure, blending powerful punches with rapid combinations and precise footwork drills. Roach emphasizes timing, defense, and exploiting openings, pushing Teofimo to think 2 steps ahead in every exchange. The camp has centered on sharpening instincts, trusting his abilities, and maintaining discipline from start to finish. For Teofimo, this fight is more than just a victory. It's about reaffirming his place among boxing's elite, with the sacrifices, lessons, and relentless hunger that drove him to the top, converging at the perfect moment.
That open. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end. The tempo does. They have a little higher. Do it. That's it. Quick.
Lopez has made it clear that he isn't entering this fight merely to compete. He's determined to defend everything he has built at 140 pounds. As the reigning WBO junior welterweight champion, he views his title as more than just a piece of metal. It embodies years of sacrifice, pain, and relentless dedication to his craft. He consistently frames this bout not merely as a challenge, but as a defense of everything he has achieved since rising to the world stage. Lopez's mindset reflects a fighter fully aware of what's at stake, both professionally and personally, and he insists that no one will take what he has earned.
What happened between the two of you?
Yeah, face-off happened, things of that nature, just to create the things that are in motion already. So we're really adamant about fighting each other next, and I can't wait for us to really lace it up. And I see him across the ring, and really when that bell rings, lights out for him.
What's it like seeing him now kind of face to face? When you look at him, what do you see? Because obviously you're not locked in just yet, and the closer it gets to a fight, obviously things turn a little bit. But when you do look at Shakur, what do you think of him?
I think I don't think too much of it. I think that he believes in himself. That's one thing. But I'm here to destroy his dreams and all that he wants to do and become. You can't take this from me. I worked very hard for it. I've bled for this, and I'm not taking nothing from him, but I just believe that what's gonna happen next is
In an interview with Cigar Talk, Stevenson explained why he never signed with Floyd Mayweather early in his professional career, citing respect, vision, and his own sense of identity as a fighter. After the 2016 Olympics, when Mayweather first approached him, Stevenson felt that the way he was presented, smaller and less prominent on a promotional poster, didn't reflect his worth or ambitions, making him question how he'd be valued in Mayweather's camp. Beyond the poster, Stevenson wasn't comfortable following Mayweather's approach, which required sidelining the people he trusted in his corner and adapting to a system that didn't align with his vision. He wanted to stay true to his own development, methods, and team. Ultimately, Stevenson chose to sign with Top Rank, feeling they offered a clearer path to early title opportunities while recognizing his value and allowing him the freedom to do things his way.
That was a moment, and like I said, at this point, I think that's when everybody really started hearing about you. Once the Olympics came about, and Floyd flew out there to go see.
Facts.
Floyd was all on you that whole
Facts.
weekend. Just outside looking in, I guess everybody was surprised that you ain't signed with Floyd, because it just felt like niggas is like, oh, he the next Floyd. Floyd, he's courting you.
Yeah.
What you feel like? What was it that made you not do a deal with Floyd?
See, look, a lot of people look at that situation, they be like, yeah, you should have went with Floyd. But I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna be real. Fuck it. I'm gonna just say what it is. I'm a real nigga. So it's just certain things that I tolerate, I don't tolerate, and it's I got around certain people that I felt was real niggas, and they kind of helped me out with my career, and Floyd didn't want to be involved in that. He didn't want to accept like the real part that he wanted me to like go through it with, I ain't gonna say he wanted me to go through blind, but he wanted me to like do it his way.
Right.
And I ain't want to do it his way, so it ended up being like I did it my way, and I went with the team I felt was like a better team for me, and I feel like right now it's paid off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, was that a hard decision though? Because you got to think like, this Floyd, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas growing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd, my favorite fighter, right? So it's like, because I work in music, so I see that, like, when it's an artist trying to sign you, it'd be a little different just because you have an emotional attachment to it. Was that a hard decision for you to, like, tell Floyd, like, nah, I'm good?
Yeah, it was, because at the end of the day, Floyd calling my phone, he on the phone, he like, yeah, you could drive the Bugatti. You could, like, yeah, so it's like, he all in your head at the same time, but it's like...
Stevenson has outlined a strategy for the Teofimo Lopez fight, focusing on both physical and mental control. He aims to frustrate Teofimo by disrupting his rhythm and space through sharp footwork, constant feints, and precise counters. Stevenson plans to make Lopez miss repeatedly, forcing him to overreach and abandon patience, while each defensive slip and clean counter chips away at his confidence round by round. His approach centers on control, patience, and intelligence, dictating distance, timing, and rhythm to ensure Lopez operates entirely on his terms. By staying disciplined, calm, and defensively sound, Stevenson intends to wear Lopez down mentally before exploiting openings. Technically, he trusts that as frustration grows and clean opportunities become scarce, mistakes will follow, giving him the edge to let his precision, timing, and ring IQ dictate the fight from start to finish.
Bring the smoke, baby.
And I think this is the year where I'm gonna make them hate me even more.
We gonna lose. We can't lose. Because all we do is win.
You already know what I was popping pills with him, been falling back from Killer Down, cause I might...
As the excitement builds for what could be one of early 2020 SXS's biggest title fights, the upcoming showdown between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson is more than just a clash of two elite 140-pound boxers. Scheduled for January 31st in New York City, Lopez will defend his WBO and the Ring Junior welterweight titles, while Stevenson aims to become a four-division world champion. This highly anticipated fight has captured the attention of fans and pundits alike.
I think Devin Haney setting the trend. Yeah. Yep, he's setting the trend. Now all these young guys starting to test themselves against each other now. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see who the best is, yo. And then the winner of this fight right here needs to fight Devin Haney. Why not? Why not? Keep it going. Keep it going. But anyways, look, this is a message, man. Anybody that's going to be working that hard, y'all better make sure y'all do y'all damn homework. I'm talking about any commentators, any host, anybody. Do your damn homework, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to be one of them fights where it's going to be rock'em, sock'em, both guys hitting each other and stuff like that. No, it's going to be small, little, nuancey type of things that if you don't know what you're watching, you can't tell us what the hell is going on. All the fans at home going to be...
Do you think Stevenson's precision and movement will frustrate Teofimo and lead him to a decisive victory? Share your thoughts in the comments below.